Hello there. I am a 38-year-old Forex trader, and this is my advice for new traders. So there could be several reasons why you're interested in trading Forex. It could be that it looks a lot of fun. Perhaps your current career is getting a bit tedious and you're looking for something more fun. It could be that Forex trading seems like it's the answer to your financial worries and burdens, that Forex trading could provide this financial freedom that you're searching for. It could also be that it just seems interesting, that you've seen some ads and you want to get into Forex. Perhaps you've seen some videos of other Forex traders and you have a genuine interest in trading. Whatever it is, I am here to help you. This is my best advice I can give you as a new trader. If you're an experienced trader, still watch and leave your advice below. Let's make this an educational video and comment section for new traders. So number one, what's the first thing that I want to tell you? The first thing is, don't get sucked into the social media hype around Forex trading. Don't get sucked into fast cars and big houses and having this lifestyle where you're pretty much free to do whatever you want. Because Forex trading is not like that. A lot of that material isn't real. And this is not just unique to Forex. A lot of social media isn't real, is it? I think most people understand that. A lot of it is fake. And it's no different when it comes to these big Forex trading channels where they show off their cars and their houses and their lifestyle. Don't get sucked into that, because it's highly unlikely that that's what it's going to be like for you. It's not going to happen for most people. So don't get sucked into that hype. A lot of these big influencers are influencers. They're not actually traders. They're marketers. They are not really trading the market, and they're not making as much money as they say they are from Forex trading. So don't get sucked into that. Now, I don't want to burst your bubble. I don't want you to think that there's no money to be had in Forex, because obviously there is, and it's a great career. I've been trading for 15 years and it's been very rewarding. But just don't get sucked into that social media hype, which is false, which is just not real, which is just not achievable for 99.9% of people entering the Forex trading industry. The second bit of advice, second piece of advice I want to share with you, which kind of follows along from number one, and that is, have realistic expectations. So many people enter Forex trading and have very unrealistic expectations. They think they are going to make 10 grand this month from their $500 or pound euro account, and it's just not going to happen. I'm a bit tired of saying this over and over again, but I do need to say it over and over again, because there's so much fakeness, there's so much counterfeit material out there that teaches that you can get rich quick, but you just can't. Once again, maybe 0.1% of people do have a lot of initial success and make a lot of money very quickly with trading, but for the majority, for everyone that's listening to this video, That's not going to be the case. Trading, investing, it's get rich slowly. You will not be an overnight success. It just doesn't happen. So have the right expectations. You can make a lot of money from Forex, some evidence of that, and trading in general and investing, but expect it to come long term. To make a lot of money in trading, you need a lot of money. A realistic return and a good return this year would say be 30 to 50%. That's a really good return. So if you've got a $10,000 account, a good year would be $4,000 to $5,000. That's the truth of it. And there are exceptions to that, obviously, which I've already alluded to. But just have realistic expectations. If you don't have much capital, there are ways around that, such as prop firms and having people be able to follow your trades, like on eToro, like social trading. So there are ways around that. You can still do very well, even with a small amount of capital. But what I'm trying to say, that's one of my trading alerts going off. Bear with me, I'll be back. That was a New Zealand dollar Swiss franc trading alert going off. I'm looking to buy the New Zealand dollar. So there's an alert that price has just reached an area of interest for me. So where was I? There are ways around that. There are ways to still make it as a trader if you have a small amount of capital, but just don't think that you're going to make huge returns on a small account. Flipping accounts, that's something that's quite big now in the social media arena. And it's just not professional. It's just not realistic. So have correct expectations. Third bit of advice, consider everything. Don't just consider trading Forex. I think if you go into trading and you go into Forex and you're only interested in Forex, I do think you're jumping into the deep end. From my experience, trading and investing in all sorts of markets, I think Forex is probably the most difficult. So you are jumping in at the deep end. Consider investing in stocks and shares. That's a great way to get some experience in trading, in reading charts, understanding fundamentals, seeing some sort of return on your investment. I think that's a great place to start. Consider trading indices like CFDs of stock indices, the FTSE, the S&P 500. Generally, they're much easier to trade than Forex. A lot of these stock indices are one way. You do get down markets where prices are falling, but generally 90% of the time it's one way, which is looking to buy, which takes a lot of the effort out for you, which suddenly just makes trading so much easier. So consider other things before jumping into Forex. Don't just commit yourself to Forex and say, I want to be a Forex trader. If your goal is to make money from trading, then consider other markets. You can achieve that goal by trading the DAX or trading the S&P or investing in stocks and shares. You can still achieve your goals without Forex. So consider other things. Okay, what else do I have on my list? Number 4, start small. So whatever you put into your first account, you're going to lose. Highly likely going to lose. Maybe even your second account too. So bear that in mind. Whatever you put into your first account, believe that you've lost it already. It's your fee for learning how to trade. You're going to lose it. So start off small. Even when you start making money and you feel more confident, don't go all in. This is high risk, a high risk game. So only put in funds into a brokerage account that you're willing to lose. Moving on from that, so number 5, trade with a broker. Find a broker that is well regulated. The amount of people I hear from that have put their funds, and a lot of funds, so they're putting too much money in to start off with, their life savings sometimes, they're putting their funds in with a scam broker. they're never going to see that money again. So open an account with a broker that's very well regulated, that's trustworthy. If you're in the UK, there are many FCA regulated brokers, and they're generally the best brokers in the world, in my opinion. So consider FCA regulated brokers. If you're in the US, it's a bit harder. Your choices are much slimmer, but there are brokers, Forex brokers for US clients. You're only going to have 2 or 3 though to choose from. If you need some help, I have some links below of brokers that I use that are either FCA registered or regulated. And these are brokers I've been using for years. No problems whatsoever. So you can have a look there. If you have questions about a specific broker, then drop me an email. Samuel@love-the-pips.com, and I can soon help you. I don't want you putting your life savings or any savings into a scam and losing that money. So open an account with a regulated broker. If you use like TradingView, then all the brokers they're going to recommend, don't take this as advice because I don't know, because I don't trade through TradingView. But I'm assuming that every broker on that platform is going to be fairly trustworthy. They must have some sort of regulation in place on who they allow to use their platform. That's not the case with MT4, MT5. So many scam brokers offer that platform. And then last of all, number 6, when you start to learn about indicators and price action, technical analysis, also learn fundamental analysis. And this is something else that I've gone on and on about in these videos on my YouTube channel. Fundamental analysis is often neglected. Learn it as well as technical analysis, and you'll see better results and you'll understand the market better because of it. So a very brief video. Any advice that you have for new traders, leave it below, and I'll speak to you in another video.